What's up guys, my name's Riley. Welcome back to Thinkpad Adventures. You might have thought I might have been done with this thing. It's got all the drivers installed, it's got, brightness control, it's got the on-screen stuff. I finally figured out the microphone mute button. I just had to do a couple Windows updates. It's all working. I actually edited the video on this thing and then rendered it out on my desktop. But we're not done. Don't know if you can see, but in the corner it says the battery should consider replacing it. It's because it's actually, in fact, different battery. Also, yeah, I'll get to these in a second, but it's a different battery than what was originally in the thing. I might not have actually shown the battery or the back of it, but yeah. This also now has 16 gigs of RAM in it. I will change that though. But everything's about to change because I got another one. Whoop-de-fucking-do. So filming black laptops with like minimal light, not the best thing to be doing. So this ThinkPad, it's a little bit underpowered compared to my other one. This has got a 2620 compared to a 2640. The only actual observable difference I've noticed is clock speed. Also, I set this up as an IBM instead of a Lenovo, like a dumbass me. But this has one factor over my one that's different. That's right, this thing's got an NVIDIA NVS 4200M. If you can see that. I'll zoom it in like I did the other time. So I don't know what that means for performance. I don't know how to use it, if it's even usable. But I'm going to try to move everything over onto this computer. Now it's not a simple case of just pull the drive and plug it in, because I did that and I tried installing the drivers because I wanted to see how games ran, and it just blue screened and then it broke. It stays, the Windows, like opening Windows just stays in the buffer, and then it just doesn't like it. So do I factory reinstall again on this one and then do what I was originally going to do and give this to my nan, because this one was originally going to go to my nan because this one was going to be mine, hence why I put all the stickers on it now. But because I know that this now has an NVIDIA graphics card in it, I'm going to keep this one and give this one to my nan, but I'm going to take all the stickers off this one and put them on this one. I've still got stickers coming for, by the way. Luckily they haven't came yet, and luckily I haven't put the stickers on. That's what this video is going to be today, is getting this set up to where this one is now. There's nothing on here that I want. Like I can get everything back. It's not like I've made any documents or whatever on here yet. Funny thing is, this was advertised as a T420S, not a T420. So I don't know what the S means. So in that corner there, it actually had it as a T420. It's actually labeled as a T420S, but the only difference between this one and this one was the bigger battery, which is fucked. I'll show you. Anyway, so this is hardware monitor. It's what you can use to monitor temperatures and power and usage and clock speeds and stuff like that. Come down here. You see that this is meant to have 103,896 milliwatt hours. I think that's meant to show. But as you can see here, they're getting 22,000 now. And you can see our oil level is up to 79%. Windows is even complaining to us that there's a problem with my battery. And it's depleting very, very fast compared to what it is before. You can see it counting down here, basically. Actually, that went up because that was 40. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Whereas I see that went down by 2, so I probably should plug it back in. Yeah, so I'm going to get the other one and this one as well, all up to the level playing field of each other, with all the drivers and everything set up perfectly, so I can ship this to Nan tomorrow, give it to her, she'll be happy. Let's get started. See, the thing is, do I want to transfer the hard drive in this, because I believe this is a Samsung SSD in this one. Yeah, it's a Samsung 256 gig device, and the one in this one is a light-on 256 gig drive. So do I want to swap them or not? I do like the look of the light-on, because it's just no branding on it. Whereas the Samsung one has branding on it. I don't really care. I didn't observe any difference, although this has got nothing installed on it. This has got a few things installed on it. I didn't observe any difference, so I think I might leave them. Although I noticed this one has got no stickers compared to this one, which annoy me slightly, but I don't really mind. So, and also, yeah, this has like 0 drivers installed because I literally got this thing today and I reinstalled Windows on it. So what I do with all my computers when I get them from eBay, even though this was an out of box, it was set up in OBB. It was set up for first time use. That's what I'm trying to say. Fuck. But yeah, it was set up for first time use. So I set it up and I had no drivers installed. So I'm like, might as well reinstall Windows and put old one on it. So, but looks like I'm gonna reinstall Windows again, so I can get this factory wiped and then get drivers on here sorted out. So yeah. Let's get that sorted out. Oh, and I need to swap the RAM because I put the 16 gigs in this one, in that one. So I need to swap them back, which I'll show you guys how to do. So, also some people might be wondering why I've got all these stickers on here. I believe you should make a laptop your own. You know, instead of just having it bland, you should have stickers that signify who you are and what you are as a person. You know, I grew up with Gran Turismo as a kid. So yeah, and I grew up watching rallying and stuff. I know that's not the specific vehicle they call them McRae drove, but I don't really care. Eurobeat and the 86 I like. The 787B is like one of the greatest vehicles ever. One of, not the, but one of. So is the Skyline, and Thonking because why not, and the anime sticker because anime is cool. I think, maybe. People tell me that anyway, but whatever. So, how to do a proper RAM swap in a T420. What's up guys, Riley here, and today I'm going to show you how to change the RAM. First you gotta unscrew the probably stripped screw, which still somehow unscrewed. Gotta take the back off. And also you gotta take out your battery. Fuck that off, there we go. So you can see we've got an 8 gig stick, Corsair Value Select. This is a 16 gig kit. So we're gonna put that aside, and we're also gonna take out our small bit because this is how I do it. There we go. We're going to take out, there's a screw here, don't know if you can see that, but there's a silver screw right here. You need to unscrew that and somehow get that out of there. How I do it is I get the flathead bit, because I don't have my Leatherman on me. It's out in the shed with the Mac Pro. This is much harder than it looks, for some reason. Why is this so difficult to do now? I did it like flawlessly before. Like mutilating the fucking screw. Because you need to get it out because it's like hooked into the thing and it's actually really long. Oops. Okay, there we go. Fuck. See? It like goes into the thing. Goes into the keyboard. So because I'm working on carpet, I'm just gonna pop this back on here. If that other screw actually pokes through and fucking blocks the keyboard coming out, I'm gonna be pissed. Do this, kids. Don't do it on carpet and get your fucking hair in there. Like a dog and cat hair or some shit, I don't know. Whatever I've got these days. I've got everything it seems. So next, you can push the keyboard and you can see that it's meant to come out. Okay, don't panic. I've pushed the fucking screw back in, nice. It screwed itself back in. Anyway, you can push the keyboard forward and it comes up and out. I better see what that yeah, you can see where that screw comes in. Bet there somewhere. So don't pull the keyboard out completely because it's attached to a ribbon. But behind this black sheet here, pull that back. There's your other DIMMs. Your other 8 gigs of Value Select RAM. For the time being, you're just going to put this aside because you forgot to take the other stuff out before. You didn't see that. Now do it for this one. So the magic of editing, it's going to be open. in about... Wow, that was actually, like, a lot more difficult than I first anticipated. Anyway, so this is the 8 gig kit that came in my other, laptop, which is going back in it. And this is the 16 gigs that is going into this laptop. So let's crack on. It'd be hilarious to do one-handed because one hand is tied up holding up the tripod, but if you never put in a RAM in before, you line up the notch with the notch. I already looked. It goes like that. You push it in till the contacts go away. Push it till it clicks. You're golden. Real talk, sitting on your stomach for too long like actually hurts after a while. It hurts so much. Oh. What? Why can't I push it? Oh shit, I turned it on. Yeah, I should probably do this without the battery plugged in. I completely forgot that there was no fucking battery in this. I mean, that there was a battery in this computer. Pop screw in. Screw in until it's hand tight. Grab your other RAM DIMM, you can't see it. Grab your other RAM DIMM, still can't see it. This is the other 8 gigs, so line it up. Line the notch up there, with the notch there. Push it in till it clicks. Pop the rear cover back on. Hope to God you didn't break it even before recapping Lenovo T420. Can I call up Akbakuku to recap this thing for me? Ah. The fucking thing got unplugged. Look. Unless I didn't push hard enough when I first did it. There we go. You can see here, this is the other one, the 2620, and it's got 16 gigs of RAM. I'm laughing. Well, so yeah, I'm just using a bedside lamp as my light. Look at that. Ugh. I'll have to grab some paper towel and stuff, and look, someone's rested their coffee cup. You can't see that, but someone's rested like their coffee on here once upon a time. Look, perfect circle. So now we've got the high spec machine set up and working, kind of, maybe. That's a nice crap. Wait a sec. This is the same machine as the other one, right there. Can't see it. Can't we just swap the bezels? Can't we just swap the screens? Is that not a thing? The one that hasn't got any RAM in it? Because I haven't put RAM in it yet? Let's... I want to research and see how hard that is. Let's put the RAM in there, let's see. If I could like, not have to buy more stickers, that would be awesome. Jeez, I nearly just fucking destroyed that. That'd be awesome if I won't have to buy more stickers. So I've realized that's mismatched RAM, but that shouldn't matter. Just inadvertently going to turn into like a ThinkPad technician. Maybe that's what I should do as like a side business. Just like rebuild ThinkPads for a living. Rebuild ThinkPads and pull skids. So I'm going to do some research on how to actually perform a screen swap on one of these, and we'll see where we go from there. Do I really want to perform an LCD swap on one of these just because that's dirty and I want to preserve these stickers? I don't know whether I'm willing to go that far to do effectively an LCD swap. Although it won't. I'll be swapping the back plane which it screws into, which I have to take. So basically I have to take these off, I believe, somehow, however they come off. I think they're clipped on, but you need to take the keyboard and like the front bezel off, and then I don't think it's worth it, so I'm going to clean this up, try to anyway. Just using my fingers I can get some off, but I might try and use another technique, and I'll try and extract these stickers. And also I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go get something to eat. I actually haven't eaten lunch yet. And it is 17:12. 5:12. This app takes so long to like connect. Oh, there we go. I tried to be elegant with it, but I didn't use any liquids, so I'm just gonna rub it off with my fingers, because I'm a dirty person. It's got like, still got like water stains on it, like what the hell? Like from that bloody coffee cup they had. Oh, can you show me what your coaster is? Yeah, it's the old T420 that I had at work 5 years ago, but they gave to me when they let me off. Oh, how sick is that, mate? Oh, I fucking love it. Oh, it's awesome. Reminds me of that bloody Sonic the Hedgehog ad, that like April Fool's one, I think, where it's like, oh, you know, it covers bottle patches and it gets rid of stains, and it's an excellent game.
Sonic 2 handles stubborn stains, embarrassing bald spots, no problem. It even slices and dices, makes thousands of julienne fries. But wait, you can play it too.
Thing is, this one is mine, so I don't really care about it as much as I would if I was going to sell it. If I was going to sell it, yeah, I'd definitely get some actual watery type stuff to clean it up with. It just straight up sold me filth from America. Probably had an affair with this laptop, to be honest. Using this laptop anyway. An affair is a typical thing in America. I'm not accustomed to American culture. I'm really accustomed to Australian culture. Like, you guys tip waiters like all the time because the waiters are like super duper underpaid. It's not a customary thing to tip in Australia. It's just like, I've never tipped a waiter in my life. Maybe thinking, oh, what a self-entitled prick who buys 2 laptops and don't tip waiters. Like, it never sort of really comes up in the procedure. We usually get a tab and we just put it on the tab. Yeah, we don't pay, they don't bring us a check at the table. We go up to the bistro or we go up to the counter where you buy alcohol and you pay for it there. That's how you pay for it. I guess that's pretty clean. You can see where I've rubbed. If I use my shirt, I might be able to get some of the other stuff. Oh, the coffee cup's still there. Damn it. Well, coffee cup stain's gonna live on to another country. I must see if I can get that off. The worst cleaning job I've ever done on a laptop, ever. I mean, it shouldn't be up to me to do it, but then again, yeah. So you can still see the coffee mug stain. I don't know if you can actually see it because there's too much light, but it's better than what it was. There's shit, there's actually still shit there. I don't know. There was shit on this side, there was shit on that side, there's shit everywhere, but now there's not. So I will now want to attempt to peel some of these stickers up, put them on there. I don't want to have to buy new stickers, because that just takes more fucking time. So, see how it goes. Might grab a knife as well. Gonna come back to laying down me here, and I'm gonna attempt to take off some of these stickers. So I could probably get 4 off here in one hit. In this corner here. I'm not helping. Luckily. I don't need it. Can't see that. I'll show you what you're getting afterwards. I don't really like these stickers before, but I don't really like them anyway. I can't put it anyway. It's one stick off. It's only one. And it's 6. I've already removed this one once or twice before. That's pretty good. See, some of them you don't really know if you can see that, but there are some bubbles from where I removed it because of how I removed it. Yes, it's got a big ass bubble in it. The corners like that break pretty easily, but no big deal. I wonder if I can get zipper and the compressor one. Oh, that's it. That air bubble was That air bubble was pissing me off, and it's still pissing me off because it's still kind of there. Only a few more to go. Ah, fuck it. Whatever. So, all the stickers have been transferred from the old one to the new one now, which is awesome. So now all I need to do is just format that, try to preserve. I might actually try and figure out drivers and just like swap the drives. Might be the easiest. Try and figure out how to remove drivers and then install them, and then I'll, yeah, try and figure that out. So the drive bay in this thing's actually really cool. You just pull the tab, and you pull out the drive, and it's just on this dangly thing. So this is the new one, what I call the new one. This is the 256 gig Samsung drive, not an Evo or whatever. It's just some generic Samsung drive from doesn't actually say when it was manufactured. Product of Korea. There you go. Doesn't tell me when it was made, so I don't know. So this has got the fresh install that I installed today on it. This is my older one. This is with that bland looking ADATA drive. It's so reflective you can't actually see it. I might try and take it out and see if there's any branding on the other side, because you can't see it through black coating, like black protective coating. So might see if I can take this thing apart and see if there is actually anything about this drive that's interesting. Don't get me wrong, I like the anodized, or not anodized, but the metal finish on it looks amazing. So here we go. Oh. So this drive was manufactured in May 2014. If I take the other one, I'm actually telling as well, but I'm not. I really want to be lazy and put only 2 screws in it, but I may as well put 4 screws in it, considering I've got all of them here, and I have no place to put the other 2 screws, except maybe in my carpet, and then the cat will probably consume it later, so I may as well put all 4 in. Okay, there we go. SSD is back together. I'm going to go in the new system. There's actually, in fact, the new system. And it goes one way only. I think it's this way. It was, in fact, that way. Let's see if it actually was the right way. It was the right way. Okay. Oh, I forgot to put the strips on. Fuck it. See, on this drive here, there's strips. So you can also hear what happens as well. It's loaded. Do my fingerprint. It logs in, but this is stuck in the buffer because the driver is like pseudo installed. So I have to figure out how to remove the old driver, because the old driver I think is still installed, and figure out how to install the new one. Because the other one's easy. The other one I can just format. But I kind of really want to keep all the information on here. Maybe, just maybe. Let me plug it in. Fuck. I'm old, and I'm on the ground, and my chest hurts, because I've been laying down for the past like 45 minutes. Open this. safe mode. Let's see if we can do anything with it. It's mine because I had to put in my password. Oh, we're at the loopy loop of loop. Fuck. So, welcome to this. So I'm going to go in and remove both drivers. I think. Driver body Intel Corporation. Okay, so we're going to... No, don't disable it. Whoops. I'm going to uninstall the driver. Hopefully this doesn't break my computer. No. Going to uninstall driver. So this is the NVIDIA. It was much happier with that. I'm going to shut this bad boy down. See if that balks my install or not. Hey, hey. Can I use the finger? No, I can't. What? Well, it loaded. I know something. I need to run. I do need to run check disk. I will run check disk after I do this. It was probably installing graphics drivers like the default Windows ones, which makes sense actually. Now we're at a lower resolution. Should be up here. The rest of them. Wow, this is really sensitive for some reason. Okay, so now we're back to square one with no drivers. So here we got the driver. Driver's already here. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed it doesn't blue screen my computer like it did last time. I think it's also on the disk somewhere, but I don't know where it is on disk. Or win video. Let's just go there and see. Wow. That was almost as easy as pie. In fact, that was quicker than what it usually would take. Usually it takes years to actually, I mean, how I did it last time, it usually took a long time to do it. But I had to click 3 extra buttons and it just worked. Still not on native, but oh, it didn't actually install it. What? I've been robbed. Suppose I better install it from the driver then. Picky drivers. So why is my jeez. Why is my Bluetooth on? Wait, it's a different driver to what it was? Fingers crossed. Okay, restart the system. Hopefully it works this time. Why do we not have native? Where are my damn drivers? What the fuck? Well, I want to see what's in. Ooh. Why? I've given you drivers. Let's see what the batch file even does. Do I have to delete the batch file from the system? What does it even do? Must install an Intel driver first. Jesus. Why? What? Why doesn't it let me install it? Let me just... Do I have to download it again? I shouldn't have to. Well, let's just use Born and just download it. Look at how fast the thing's downloading. Look at that. 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 5 megabytes a second. I'd love to. Next. Accept. Next. Next. Yes. Install. Maybe I need to DDU. I should probably do that. I've never used DDU before. I've never had to use DDU before, but then again, I've never swapped machines like this before. So... where the fuck do I download it? Is that it? That's just a photo. Ah, here we go. Let's go UK. That's how I originally should have done it, was through that. I don't know how to use this. GPU. Intel. Cleaning restart. I think that works. I hope that works. So, can I just point it to drivers that are located? Win audio? No. Oh, it found something. Jesus Christ, it found something. I don't know what it found, but it found something. That is the most dodgiest way I've ever installed a video driver ever. We're one step closer. Fuck. Both of them now appear that they don't work. Oh. Okay. Because it manually doesn't like me. Well, it's got 3 dots, it got further than what it did before. Oh, it worked. Hell yeah. No, I don't want to restart this computer later. I mean, yeah, I want to restart later. Hell yeah. I am the big excited. That is the most sketchiest way I've ever got it to detect that it's an NVIDIA card. an Intel card ever. That is the most dodgiest way to do it. I mean, if you need to get it working, then I mean, I guess, like, yeah, you could do that. Would like to restart later. Wait, do I have brightness control right now? No, I don't. What's that brightness, like, registry edit? Brightness step. Minimum step percentage. Cool. It's probably, like, in there, like, 5 times anyway, but, like, what does that run? Oh, it's just the okay to restart. Now's the moment of truth. Will we get native 1600 by 900 on this? Yeah, these are both 1600 by 900 displays, by the way. So, oh, and we do. How epic is that? So we've got internet, we've got battery, we've got sound, we've got microphone mute button that actually works. Think Vanish button doesn't work. I don't know what the Think Vanish button does. It's pretty fucking lit. What does that button do? Oh, that just opens the fucking mouse properties. Nice. So now, on my main install, 4200M. I think I make a custom resolution. Can't. That would have. So now on my HP laptop I can do that. I can make it like 1080p, which is epic. So now this is done. Cool. But we're not done yet. I'll shut that down before it gets too excited about drivers or like Windows Update or whatever. So this is my old Thinkpad now, complete with starting Windows and no drivers. Actually, no, I wouldn't even have video drivers at this point. Still got fucking Internet Explorer on the taskbar. Get out of here. What device is ready to use? Didn't even tell me. Oh, whoa. That one, or just that one. For this laptop. For some reason the internet on this one is a little bit slower. I accept. Wait, it already exists. I've already installed the just. Hopefully this works. Okay, that was a million times easier than the other one. I did mention that the last laptop I tried doing the whole setup thing on it blue screened. I forget why it blue screen, but it was like a weird blue screen because it didn't look like an actual normal blue screen. Probably because I was related to installing graphics drivers, but I don't know. Also, I think I'm going to fill up the card on the camera. I don't have another card. New messages in Action Center. Hell yeah, man, I want to do this. It's downloaded drivers already. I mean, downloaded Windows Update stuff already. That's right, yeah, it needs to do Service Pack 1. Forgot about that. So a general synopsis of all the stuff I want to download. Yeah, I don't think you guys saw me do this extent of stuff last time because I did this all afterwards. I only got it to like barely usable, and then I did everything after and I ran Windows Update, and that's where I got all the rest of the stuff from. That's where I got the on-screen stuff from, was from Windows Update. I was really surprised when I ran Windows Update, expecting like the 161 updates you usually have to do when you install it from like a fresh copy window, like install it from a fresh USB that hasn't been updated. and I was like, whoa, I have a lot of like Lenovo stuff now. Like Windows Update has the correct monitor.inf file. Here, I'll show the one. Show the one that it wants. Whoa. What? Why can't I go back? What? What did it do? What's it doing? Why can't I go back in this one but not the other one? Right, but I'll show you the driver that it wants. It literally has this file on Windows Update, and it updates it and it makes it look fancy. And the battery pack is installed in the system. Shit, it's not. Battery pack ain't installed. It's over here with the other one. I'm gonna grab the shitty one. Oh yeah, got a shitty battery. What? Did it do it? I don't know if it did it or not. Please work. Hey, we've got display drivers installed, and it appears we've got audio drivers installed as well. I don't want to do that because I don't have passwords on this computer. What? You saw me type that out. There we go. Okay, so it didn't actually install for whatever reason. So I hope you guys enjoyed me not putting these back on. I forgot to put those back on. So, yeah. See you guys next time.